baddie on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the low like a baseline. Moving me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and then slap at the same time.
I'm with the gang, I'm with my slimes, yeah. Don't waste my time without the crime. I'm in my prime. Don't cross the line, cause that's a crime. You can't mess with mine. I stick to the grind, the flow is divine, and that's why I shine. Yeah. Got the code, it don't matter, my diamonds on froze. I just hang up my clothes, I don't fold. Yeah, he paid for the price, then he rose. Don't you act like you really forgot. Like that baby, I came with a box. Why you rappers be living a lie? Tryna be somebody that you not. I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work is gon' come with a fee. Wanna work is gon' come with defeat. Then the Vizzy that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, we the gang, we can't stop. Oh no, let me talk. You a lame, you a all.
I'm with a baddie on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the low like a baseline. Moving me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and then slap at the same time. I'm in the sky, I'm talking to God, we catching them vibe. I caught a flight and I realigned with all of my guys, yeah. I'm with a dime, half of the time she can't make her mind, yeah. I wasn't trying, I messed around and I made her mine, yeah. Yeah, we running it up like a slope. Bought the chain and it came with the stones. Going crazy, we doing the most. In Miami, we stay on the coast. Ain't doing no bragging or boasting. I bought a biz, I ain't posted. I be rapping and getting them notes in. I'm going pop like I'm toasted.
I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work is gon' come with a fee. Wanna work is gon' come with defeat. Then the Vizzy that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, we the gang, we can't stop. Oh no, let me talk. You a lame, you a all.
I'm with a baddie on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the low like a baseline. Moving me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and then slap at the same time.
I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work is gon' come with a fee. Wanna work is gon' come with defeat. Then the Vizzy that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, we the gang, we can't stop. Oh no, let me talk. You a lame, you a all.
I'm with a baddie on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the low like a baseline. Moving me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and then slap at the same time.
I'm with the gang, I'm with my slimes, yeah. Don't waste my time without the crime. I'm in my prime. Don't cross the line, cause that's a crime. You can't mess with mine. I stick to the grind, the flow is divine, and that's why I shine. Yeah. Got the code, it don't matter, my diamonds on froze. I just hang up my clothes, I don't fold. Yeah, he paid for the price, then he rose. Don't you act like you really forgot. Like that baby, I came with a box. Why you rappers be living a lie? Tryna be somebody that you not. I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work is gon' come with a fee. Wanna work is gon' come with defeat. Then the Vizzy that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, we the gang, we can't stop. Oh no, let me talk. You a lame, you a all.
I'm with a baddie on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the low like a baseline. Moving me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and then slap at the same time. I'm in the sky, I'm talking to God, we catching them vibe. I caught a flight and I realigned with all of my guys, yeah. I'm with a dime, half of the time she can't make her mind, yeah. I wasn't trying, I messed around and I made her mine, yeah. Yeah, we running it up like a slope. Bought the chain and it came with the stones. Going crazy, we doing the most. In Miami, we stay on the coast. Ain't doing no bragging or boasting. I bought a biz, I ain't posted. I be rapping and getting them notes in. I'm going pop like I'm toasted.
I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work is gon' come with a fee. Wanna work is gon' come with defeat. Then the Vizzy that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, we the gang, we can't stop. Oh no, Let me talk. You a lame, you a all.
I'm with a baddie on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the low like a baseline. Moving me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and then slap at the same time.
Where's Da Vinci?
I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work is gon' come with a fee. Wanna work is gon' come with defeat. Then the Vinci that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, with the gang, we can't stop. Oh no, let me talk. You a lame, you a all.
I'm with a baddie on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the low like a baseline. Moving me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and then slap at the same time.
I'm with the gang, I'm with my slimes, yeah. Don't waste my time without the crime. I'm in my prime. Don't cross the line, cause that's a crime. You can't mess with mine. I stick to the grind, the flow is divine, and that's why I shine. Yeah. Got the code, it don't matter, my diamonds on froze. I just hang up my clothes, I don't fold. Yeah, he paid for the price, then he rose. Don't you act like you really forgot. Like the baby, I came with a box. Why you rappers be living a lie? Tryna be somebody that you not. I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work is gon' come with a fee. Wanna work is gon' come with defeat. Then the Vinci that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, with the gang, we can't stop. Oh no, let me talk. You a lame, you a all.
I'm with a baddie on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the low like a baseline. Moving me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and then slap at the same time. I'm in the sky, I'm talking to God, we catching them vibe. I caught a flight and I realigned with all of my guys, yeah. I'm with a dime, half of the time she can't make a mind, yeah. I wasn't trying, I messed around and I made a mind, yeah. Yeah, we running it up like a slope. Bought a chain and it came with the stones. Going crazy, we doing the most. In Miami, we stay on the coast. Ain't doing no bragging or boasting. I bought a biz, I ain't posted. I be rapping and getting them notes. I'm going pop like I'm toasted.
I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work is gon' come with a fee. Wanna work is gon' come with defeat. Then the Vinci that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, with the gang, we can't stop. Oh no, let me talk. You a lame, you a all.
I'm with a baddie on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the low like a baseline. Moving me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and this.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Wednesday, man. Y'all smash that like button, sub up to the channel if you haven't done so already. My name is Jeremy Jones, and of course, y'all know I make content about sneakers, occasional try-on hauls, and of course, we got Music Mondays that's been doing very, very well for us, although YouTube is kind of not been feeling the titles, but once I challenge everything, pretty much the videos have been getting that green light to go. So we good to go on Music Monday. So y'all smash that like button, sub up. Dunks is running a little bit late because he had like a business meeting at work or something like that. So Dunks getting bread, but he literally just texted me and told me he's on the way. He said he should be here in about 15 to 20 minutes. So salutes to Dunks. And y'all see the topic, man. I'm going to touch the chat real quick. But apparently, right? Dunks also, salutes to Dunks for sure. He's the one who put this in the Discord, man. Sign up for that Sold Out Discord if y'all haven't done so already. It is pinned in the chat. Now, I was going to say this. This is what I'm saying. Dunks literally is one who put this in the Discord this morning that apparently you can rent sneakers now. Right? Okay. And so much so that I kind of went down the rabbit hole because I was like, man, what am I going to do for sold out tonight? And I'm like, okay, this is the topic. Turns out this has actually been a thing quite some time before Rent-A-Center was even doing it. And I remember like people sort of mentioning it slightly here and there. And I remember seeing slightly like maybe like a handful of YouTubers, not all the big ones, but I feel like enough where I feel like they mentioned where you could possibly rent the sneakers, where even to the point where you could rent enough to the point where you almost own it. So that seemed what like Rent-A-Center is on. Granted, I see that they got some Jordan 5s up. You know, and those are black and blue joints. I can't think of the name of them. Y'all sign off in the chat what that is. But I'm actually borderline not surprised because I guess I've seen this before. So I definitely got an article up from Rejuvenator. They actually have the article up. I got to look at actually what date that was whenever this was kind of like somewhat of a thing when sneakers were kind of just taking off. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much I'll say this, like, each and every year, sneakers have slowly increased with nothing but hype, especially when Off-White took off. You know what I'm saying? Ye did his thing, and we've always had, like, the Concords, but when Off-White stepped in, I feel like the game changed for sure, man. Let me hit the chat real quick. See all we got in the building. Y'all smash that like button, sub up, and Dunks, hurry up and get up in, man, because this is definitely a topic that you kind of put up in here, but I definitely got some research for us guys up in here. Hyper Striker says, bruh, rent a Air Jordan sneakers. You're about to be surprised. There's actually quite a few websites. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to share my screen just yet because I'm just hitting the chat. But when I went down this Rejuvenator article I found, there's one through, apparently there is 6 different places, and there's probably more. I wouldn't be surprised if there are more, but there's like 6 different places other than Rent-A-Center that actually does this type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So this has kind of been a thing. And let me look at the date on this article while I'm actually, this was in 2021. So apparently, and it says the article that I found, it says, shoe rental sites, they are here to stay. And this was from August 25th, 2021. So this means like they was here before that. So I'm going to say this probably popped off around 2020. But we probably didn't pay it no attention because if you're like me in 2020 and 2021 had to be the hardest times, in my opinion, to cop sneakers for retail. Because, you know, that's when everything kind of shut down for the most part in this country. And pretty much people found new hobbies out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Or people just had more time versus not their busy work schedule where, you know, pretty much you couldn't go get the drop. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to dive in that tonight, man. So Dunk should be here shortly. Let me see. Let's see. We got Kwame in the building says, yo. Randy with the kick says, you're smelly pears for the low. For low. I mean, pretty much. Are they doing new? I hope they're doing new. I hope it's not used. I hope not, but we're going to dive in. We're going to see what it is because I don't think there's necessarily an article on this. It's kind of thing that kind of floated around on Twitter that I've seen, and then I found like a Reddit post. I'm going to touch the Reddit post, and I'm going to touch the Twitter picture actually has what it actually is. So I may touch the Twitter post first, and then Dunks can just catch up when he gets up in here for sure. But let me see real quick. Says Melly Mel says renting sneakers. I can't. Man, when I get on this article of how many people that's renting sneakers, or apparently it's a thing, and apparently these places hadn't shut down yet. So I mean, somebody's out there got to be doing it. Now I could say this, not to defend it, right? But I could see where this possibly may have a spot, even though I don't do this, and I'm not saying any particular sneaker YouTubers may do this, but for the people who say like you just want to do it to get the review out, but who's to say they had the latest and greatest and they're getting, to be honest, the pop and sneaker YouTube, you kind of have to be, it's all a battle of like, and not to pick on anybody because hey, do your thing, about, you know, who gets a shoe and do it first, because then at that point, once everybody else starts slowly following behind you with the review, pretty much the person who kind of did it first, they're going to get that recommendation off of them anyway. So everybody's going to kind of eat off each other. We kind of like our team low key, whether we want to be or not, because we don't really all communicate, right? Let's just keep it 100 like I feel like we should. But anyway, like I was saying, I say that if you can get, and I don't know because I never really looked this deep into it until we got this Rent-A-Center thing going on here. But I was going to say like, maybe it's a possibility for the person who don't really want to own, like me versus just using the images. I'll use myself for an example. Granted, I'm not going to do this, but it doesn't sound like a bad idea, right? Where if they do got them earlys, rent it, do the review on it, try it on or whatever, and then ship it back. That way you don't lose as much as you could trying to get them early. But then again, the market's so low now where pretty much you probably could just better off just getting retail. And I know some people was telling me, literally, I've been getting weird comments. Like, I don't say weird comments, but I've been getting unique comments where people told me like literally, which I see why Nike made this a thing, but I've been getting comments where people telling me like, yo, I literally buy the shoe, wear it for like a week or so, clean the joint up, don't get it dirty, and just return it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and then just on to the next. I'm like, I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea, but it's kind of funny. We got Fly God in the building. What up, Fly God? Got the popcorn. Melly Mel says, renting sneakers, can't read that one. Let's see. Manny with the kick says, smash that like button one time for the squad and join the Discord. If not a member for more content, bing to the bong. Most definitely, man. Most definitely. Salutes to Manny with the kicks for that one, man. So definitely want to do that. We got Albert just joined in here. He says, I want to rent an Air Yeezy 2 Red Octobers. I mean, like I said, obviously it has a market to it. Fun fact, I was just looking at some Yeezy 2s today, man. And yeah, they still, the hard part about them is it's hard finding like a good, legit, fresh, like good looking pair. Because at the time, I don't think people would have ever speculated that it would be on this level. Not saying the Yeezy 2, but as far as like we didn't know Ye was, maybe after the Red Octobers, we knew he was leaving, but before then, we didn't know that. And, you know, worst case scenario, I'm like, man, they'll just re-release something like that. But this is a shoe that's most likely never coming back. And they definitely need to redo that shoe because, honestly, one of the biggest issues that I keep finding out that is apparently an issue with it is the size tag inside of the Yeezy 2s. They fall off a little bit too easy. So, I mean, just random facts by Jay because I guess I've just been, man, as much as I look up sneakers, you'd be surprised. You know what I'm saying? Albert says 100%. Most definitely. So, definitely, it is a spot for it if it's a shoe that you really, really, really want. And it's like, you know, I guess where you just want to have the vibe. But then again, I'm going to go down this Rent-A-Center thing. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. Y'all smash the like button. But I do want to show like what's on Twitter and what's actually being said. Because we saw some, when Dunks posted this in the Discord, I like the reactions that we got on this joint. So let me share my screen right real quick. Boom. That's the screen right here. This is on Twitter. I kind of put this on there, and I'm gonna read through some of the. I'm definitely gonna read through what the people are saying on Twitter as well, because I'm very curious how other people are reacting, other than just the fam. You know what I'm saying? So this right here, apparently, right, and this is what the Racer Blue 5, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm saying the wrong colorway or name, y'all let me know. I know it's a Jordan 5, but yeah. So apparently it's $19.99 per week. 53 payments to own it. Can we do a little bit of quick math? Let me hold up. You know, because I saw y'all chatting this up. But so let me look this up real quick. So if you do $19.99, because you know it's gonna be plus tax. So I'm just gonna keep it at $19.99 though. But you gotta also factor in the tax of this. So 53 payments. That's $1,000. Like $1,059.47, which is basically with tax. You're gonna be at like, we'll say roughly like what, 1,070 something, right? Okay. Depending on your state or area. Now, if you're in a place where Dunks lives, because we know he's in Vegas, they don't have state tax, so he may just be paying that off rip. But again, you know what I want to look up? You know what I gotta look this up. This is gonna bother me now because I didn't mean to go. I didn't even really have a plan this part of live. So hold on, let me go back to the main screen. What I want to do is I'm gonna go see what that shoe actually goes for. And I think some people may have did this in the Discord already, but this is kind of like my first time doing this. Let me touch the chat real quick. Says Manny with the kick says $1,050 for $260 kicks. Hell no. So Manny said the shoes go for $260,000. I'm gonna pull up StockX right now because I want to know what they go for. I believe you, Manny, but I'm just gonna see like on the best side of things you can hope for. Jordan 5, and it's Racer Blue, right? Am I not true? Yeah, it's definitely a Racer Blue, man. Sometimes I be knowing these shoes without even knowing these shoes for real. Let me share my screen on this. Like, I know I can. You put any silhouette in front of me, I'm gonna tell you. But sometimes the color scheme, sometimes the name, sometimes y'all know I ain't the only one. Sometimes it just don't be adding up sometimes, man. But let me share my screen real quick. Boom. So this is the shoe on StockX that they have on that Twitter page, right? Okay. So apparently, right? So Manny said $250 kicks. He's right. So an average, this shoe is averaging $200. So if you don't have $200, you can go to, and let's pull this back up, Rent-A-Center. I believe this is a Rent-A-Center allegedly, but apparently this is what everybody's putting out there. and you can pay $19.99 like for 53 weeks to own it. So that's over $1,000. Wow. An additional flex payment option. So they got this. I'm glad this is like zoomed up on this joint. I gotta break this down. So bi-weekly, so you can pay, instead of paying weekly, you can pay every 2 weeks. Pretty much $39.98 for 27 payments, or you can do semi-monthly. Wow, they have been, so you can do semi-monthly for $43, which is like only a few more dollars. Because I mean, like, you know, I guess bi-weekly I think would be like every 2 weeks, but we do have where some months in the calendar months have that extra week because we have 31 days. So, and then you got monthly, or you can do a monthly payment of $96, and it says 12 payments for that. Bro, if you just do $96, what's $96 times 2? Because to be honest, at this point, you might as well just buy the damn shoe. You know what I'm saying? What do they got? It's $96.62. $96.62 times what? 2? Because I'm thinking that, yeah, pretty much, yeah, it's $193 times 2. So honestly, you should, in theory, their what's the interest on this? Golly, man, this is crazy. Easy ownership options, $375. So they're like, if you want to buy the shoe outright from them. So Rent-A-Center is resellers now, is what I'm getting from this, right? Or am I tripping? Because I guess they're reselling. This has got to be a form of reselling, but man, they're taxing like their StockX. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, who's doing the legit checking? I hate to say this, but how do we know this is even like? I mean, of course, this is a shoe where, you know, anybody should be able to get this on the back end if you want it. But I mean, like, what happens? Like, what's the other shoe options? This is the only one we've seen floating around. But who's to say this could be the only one? But I'm very curious. Yeah, so Manu with the Kick says $375. Yeah, exactly. $375. Pretty much, I guess, if you want to come in and just pay straight cash for it, they're charging $375. The shoe is averaging $250, which actually is averaging $211. So what's the difference? We'll say this. We're gonna go off. We'll be nice. We'll say $250. We'll say $250. So pretty much they're charging $125 extra to buy it from them. You know what I'm saying? That's on the high end of things, and it all depends on your size. You know what I'm saying? Because I hate to say, and while we're on that, this is one thing that low-key always have kind of bothered me about the resale. Even though I know I buy resale, because sometimes I ain't gonna say you have to, but sometimes to get certain shoes, there's no way around it. But what always bothered me about certain shoes for resale, and I guess they're doing the same thing here, sizing. The different sizes is different prices. And I guess because they do that off of like the limited quantity, like, yeah, not quality, but the limited quantity on certain sizes, so they're gonna go up more. So I get it. I don't like it. I'm gonna say that. Kwame says that's just wild. They want $375. Yeah, exactly. So same as cash price, and then they marked that down. So wow, they had it marked down. Like, look like what they have scratched out that's above that $375 is like $600, like $629.98. Where are they getting these prices? After Saks says purchase early for 50% off a remaining total. Total cash value. Yeah, they did all this right here. All that math I just did on my phone, I low-key just had a slow moment. It's actually all right there on the screen. All right, I will say this. At least they break it down very nicely for them. You know what I'm saying? Where it's pretty much, I would say, dummy proof. I got to see what people are saying on Twitter, man. So the person who posts this, I found this one. They say they putting someone in a mean record label deal with the pickup. I mean, yeah, I hope this ain't the only option. You know what I'm saying? Says, damn, you're getting flashbacks from my youth when I did a rent-a-will. What is a rent-a-will? I never even heard that. I may have to go down the rabbit hole and see what a rent-a-will is, man. Man of the Kick says 600 what? They off white? Bro, chill. Hybrid Striker says waste of money. That is a fact, man. This is like, I know people can argue all day if shoes are really worth it at the end of the day, because I mean, certain shoes, yes, but at the end of the day, this is like, started out as like a fun hobby, but now it's getting to, every time I think there's like I'm not judging, right? Because this is my thing, and somebody asked us in the Discord, I'm very curious if anybody's took the bait yet and did this. without any thought is like, man, I can pull $20 a week out my you know what easily. So I'm curious if anybody's even took the bait yet. Um, let's see. Looks like Warner reply says, "Wow, what a great sale they have going on." I know that has to be sarcasm. Pretty much look like everything that we did, everything I just literally did up on the screen, they're already doing in this chat. So I definitely am. Everybody like as a just a natural, I guess you can put me in the sneaker head category, right? We're all gonna do the same thing. I'm very curious who found this. If this guy's the one who originally posted, man, I knew he had to be like, wow. I'm very curious what they are doing in there. Or whoever else, they was renting something else. Let's see. He says this worse than the sneaker con mystery boxes. Wow. I mean, borderline. Well, yeah, because the mystery boxes, pretty much this is what you would probably get. A shoe that's worth 200 something. Well, they was actually getting shoes that was worth like $90. You know what I'm saying? But you know that's a different topic, different live. But pretty much it's just pretty much paying $300 for that mystery box and getting these in there. You know what I'm saying? Same concept. Hyper Striker says shoe is not a car to rent, not a car to rent. Exactly. This is my thing too. So what I want to know what the rules and stipulations is if you rent a shoe and you destroy it. Is it the same as the other rent? Because I never rented like furniture. Like I've rented a car, and you know I've had like hotels and all that, but like this is different. Like I never rented a shoe. I never even thought about renting a shoe. I can't wait. Like if y'all see what I got up on the screen, the Rejuvenator joints, I'm gonna dissect that in a little bit. I'm trying to wait for Dunks to get on this joint. He said he should be on here pretty soon, so hopefully he ain't hit too much traffic or nothing like that. So when he get on, I'm gonna give him to about like the 30-minute mark, and then I'm gonna go to the next joint. So I'm gonna read through this real quick. Let's see. Kwame says, "Is everything that expensive at Rent-A-Center? Like they charge double MSRP for TV2?" I believe so, Kwame. To keep it 100. And matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I've never been to Rent-A-Center. I never even like the only contact I've had with Rent-A-Center, right? One place where I used to live at, I don't even live in the area anymore. I'm not gonna put the information out there, but the place had already. It didn't come with a washer and dryer. I was in an apartment, and washer and dryer was from Rent-A-Center. And the lady told us, like, yeah, they're supposed to come and pick it up. And they never came and picked it up. So I basically borderline got a free washer and dryer the whole entire time. But see, they never came to the apartment. I don't know what the people did or they paid it off or what and just never came and picked it up. But my apartment now is kind of standard, at least where I live now. It's pretty much every place comes with like a washer and dryer. But at the time back, and this was years ago. Like this was like, I can't even think. Yeah, this is like years ago. Like I can't even remember, man. I had lived in a whole different area. I was still into my sneakers. I was definitely into my sneakers. But yeah, this had to be like 2012. But don't quote me because it's been a minute ago. But I'm gonna look up Rent-A-Center, man. Like I know they're probably not gonna. It'd be in a perfect world if they had stuff like this on their website. That would be awesome. But I'm gonna pull up Rent-A-Center and just kind of get a gist of what they, what it is, because it says you can shop online anytime. So I'm gonna pull up on here because I'm very curious. Because some people, my thing is this though, if people just take like 1 second to do the math, I'm pretty sure they're gonna see that it's not worth it though, Kwame. In my opinion, let me share my screen because this is the Rent-A-Center website. I have a story to share about another experience I had with Rent-A-Center that I've seen happen to somebody else. Look, I'm not gonna put the information of where about and when, but let's just say it's a place where pretty much I seen in action, right? And the sad part is it's a business. I went to this particular business, and pretty much I think Dunks is on. Hold on real quick. Let me get Dunks up on the screen. Give me like 2 seconds. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on, because I don't want the feedback. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna go. All right, everybody. We should have Dunks in the building. Yo, say something.
Yo, what's going on?
Yo, what's good? What's good? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear Dunks and make sure to echo. I think I got everything taken care of. It should not be no echo. Should have Dunks in the building. Go ahead and do your proper introductions, homie. Just going over this Rent-A-Center stuff, kind of broke it down. But yeah, go ahead and get yours because you brought this to topic. I told everybody you're the reason we're talking about this tonight because you put this in the Discord. So go ahead and go and shout yourself out, man.
Yo, what's up, everybody, man? You guys know me, man. It's Dev Dunks. Sorry about that. I had a little meeting at work again. Sorry to get that taken care of. But we got that knocked out. Now back to regularly scheduled business. Just go on what you were doing. I just slide right in.
Most definitely. So basically, what I had up on the screen pretty much before you got here, had you what you posted? Do you look at how much they were charging people for those Blue Racer 5s?
Well, I didn't actually get to catch the price, but I just know that it was like $16 monthly. So that lets me know that it can be cheap.
Not 16, 19.99.
Oh, $20 monthly or weekly or bi-weekly, however these rent center places do their business. But
right, and that's exactly what I was just looking up because Kwame just proposed a question like, is everything that expensive in a rent center? And I'm like, well, I never did. I was telling a story before you got on. Pretty much is that pretty much I'm not gonna say, but it's a business that I was in, and the person that works for rent center pretty much walked up to another person that's the business, and they're like, yo, you take care of that. And they had like a wrench, like the tools in their hand, like where I guess I don't know, and I'm assuming this is just alleged, but no, actually this is really happened. This is actually true. I'm just not telling everybody's business, but dude had a tool in his hand, looked like he was ready to unhook some shit and put it in there, and then the person was like, yeah, I already took care of it. We good. Like he was trying to, you could tell it was borderline embarrassing. Like, I was just like, yo, like, damn, I didn't even say nothing. I just kept it moving because I was like, you know how we is, like, man, mind your business, your business. And that was my thing. So have you had any experiences with Renter Center before yourself?
Personally, no. I will never fall for that scam. I kind of see those the same as like payday loans. Like they're easy to get once you get sucked into them. Pause. But once you get sucked into them, it's kind of hard to get yourself out because it's like it's almost like it's like fast money, if you know what I'm trying to say. It's like you got to do literally nothing, and you can get $3, $4, $5,000 from these people for nothing. And then, like I say, same with these rent center furniture companies, whatever, that lease out these furnitures. Couch is worth $300 on the streets, but they mark it up to $700. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
And there's people who's furnishing their whole home off this. You know what I'm saying? Like you give me these places like $1,000 a week to when you could have saved that money for 3 weeks and went and bought an even nicer furniture set for that $3,000 than what you're paying for that technically Walmart quality couch. No shots at Walmart. We all grew up off Walmart. But you know what I'm trying to say,
Yeah. Like we're not taking shots. If anybody is using the rent center doing it, do what you
no, I mean exactly, because get it how you live,
do what you can do.
Everybody's not, not financially fit, and everybody's not financially stable. So, sometimes, those options are your best options. So, I mean, for like you said, not knocking anybody that has used it or does use it, because you never, like I say, we're all one mistake away from being in certain situations, So, I mean, not knocking it, but just not for me. So, yeah, just to follow up, I never had no experience, and fingers crossed I don't ever have to take that route. I mean, I want to just buy a couch. It's mine. If I mess it up, it's nobody's fault but mine. I don't got to pay no fees on it. I just live with that couch or go get another one. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. So Dan Anderson just joined in. He says, hello all. What up, Dan?
Yo.
We got Mike Pango in the building. Says, don't rent anything long term, please, with the praying hands emoji.
Hey, like a car.
Yeah, true.
Because technically what you're doing, you're technically renting that car.
Yeah. I mean, technically, but we can go down a different title with cars where it's like leasing versus buying, which sometimes the average car loan, if you ain't got the cash, depending on it all this stuff pays factors of like what you trying to get.
I'll be right back.
Okay, cool. So cool. Dunks had to step away slightly real quick, but yeah. When Dunks gets back, I'm gonna bring him back to what I'm showing on the screen and what all this stuff is going for. Like these Racer Blues, pretty much where you can almost spend like $1,000 on. Like, yo, you good?
Yeah, no, I'll be back. I just gotta let my dog out. She was like looking at me to let her out of the room. So I'll be right back.
All right, cool, cool. Dunk's got to take care of the household, y'all. But like Dunks was just saying, man, renting renting a car though, I feel like yeah, renting a car is completely different from like renting some shoes though. And the thing I was trying to say about that is pretty much one thing that I was proposing also before you came here. What happens if you destroy the sneaker and then you like don't want it any now you want to like all right cool I'm done and then what happens is like you can you rent like I don't know because I've never done this rent a center stuff like so whenever you get tired of just paying for it you can just return it.
I don't think it's that easy.
I don't know.
I think it's probably similar to a car. You're contractually binded to live out that contract. You can't just say, "Hey, I used your stuff for 3 months. Now I decide I don't want to pay for it no more. You can have it back." You know what I'm saying? That's not how it
Yeah,
works. You know, you feel you went in there with full knowledge of knowing that you was locked into a 2 year contract for this $300 couch. You
most
know what I'm
definitely,
saying?
most
But
definitely.
but
So
then people just decide I don't want to pay for this no more. You can have it back. But nah, that's not how it works.
yeah,
They're gonna take it back, but guarantee you they're
so
gonna get that other $250 you owe them too.
So according to this sign, right, and there's I seen another one on Reddit where it had little stickies around it, but according to this main sign, right, it's 19.99 per week, and you can do 53 payments to own it. Now, if you do now at the very very bottom, I did the math like all right here, but it's actually all on this sign right here at the very bottom of this, not the barcode, everybody, but above that where it says total cost. If you do 19.99 times 53 payments, it is $1,000 and is $1,049.97.
Bro,
Now,
that's literally like 8 of those Racer Blues.
right. So I also took the time to look up, and I do have this up on the screen because it's all kind of right there. The shoe is averaging roughly a little over $200, right? And I said on the high,
Resale?
yeah, resale wise, it's averaging over like $200, and that's honestly, to be honest, with a little bit of negotiations right now, how times are, you could probably get it right at 200, which is probably borderline right at retail because he's probably didn't go for anything less than 190, right?
I'm saying you could probably get retail.
Yeah, I'm not saying you could probably, if you got great negotiation skills, you could probably get the shoe for
Hey,
retail.
funny story before we continue about resale and everything. So one of my coworkers, he told me today that he picked up the ugly ducklings. You know, shout out to Tommy. He picked up the ugly ducklings. Um, he says he picked them up for 116, under way under retail.
The
He
Air
said,
Max joints,
yeah, the Air Max, yeah. So
gotcha.
he picked them up for 116, like I say, way under retail. He got them from stock. Um, the guy hasn't shipped them yet because the price jumped back up to like 190.
Oh wow.
So the guy probably tried to like wait it out and just let the sale fall through, and then he can put the price back up to
I've
190.
I've heard people doing that actually too. Especially on not to take shots at a particular any brand, but I've heard of people doing this on StockX where um like say the person takes the offer and then within a few hours or like when they're getting ready to ship it the next day, they see it going up. Sometimes they never ship it or they just cancel it or something like that. But I think StockX or whatever platform you use, they should flag the account for, I guess you can't prove.
Won't he get flagged, or won't he get like some like type of like point on his
I
account?
believe so, but I don't like I said, I only use StockX one time, but I've heard that's kind of the thing.
I
So
mean, he really gonna take that notch on his account for $60, $70.
it depends on how much it go up, I guess. And then so what back to this one right here, it has easy ownership options, and apparently it says same as cash price, which is what SAC say. That's what it stands for. So again, guys, I know I kind of already went over this. I'm just catching dunks up. Apparently, the shoe they're selling it off rip. If you just come in and say you want to just buy it outright, it's $375. So they're already marking it up over 135 and some change, right?
Yep. I mean, pretty much they're buying the shoe twice
Yeah,
almost.
right. And then so yeah, they got other options as well too. So if you didn't want to do the weekly payment, you can do bi-weekly for $39.98. You can do semi-monthly of 25 payments for $43 a month and some change. and then of course you can just pay monthly, which is $96. My thing is this is another thing I brought up. At $96 monthly, you might as well just go ahead and you would think you would own the shoe in 2.5 months, 3 months. But apparently it's $96 monthly for 12 payments, so a whole year. So
Man,
they want if you get in a payment plan, they pretty much want $1,000 either way.
so and how does that work for, say, like somebody like me who has a smaller foot? I only wear size 7, so I'm depth the shoes for one, like you said, it's 375 for sure. That's already way overpriced for me, you know.
Yeah,
So for me to buy that shoe, I would literally be buying it twice in my size. Just to buy one pair, I would pay for that shoe twice just to get it in the size 7.
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm
Because
saying?
that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure how they're going to, especially with this shoe. Hell, I can understand maybe like 300, but that payment plan joint, I guess the interest on what they want on that shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
And that's where they get people, because they mark the interest up like 300%.
Yeah, because they cleared this one by a long shot. You know what I'm saying? Like this is crazy, and that's what somebody literally put in the comment of this post. This reminds me of someone I knew that bought a 15K used car with 25% interest rate for 5. Man, you bought that car. Woo.
15K with 25% interest rate. God, I don't know the math on that, but hey,
On one and yeah, he don't buy. Think about
the math sounds funny to me, you know.
right. He gonna buy that car. Every car, if you get into like a loan, you gonna pay some interest back. But like the higher interest rate, the less that it goes towards the actual car. You be on about that car like at least 2 times, 3 times, because you got to times that joint by 5.
I
You
mean,
know,
what's worse though? What would you call worse? Rent a sitter becoming a reseller, or actual resellers like shops, consignment shops? Which one would you consider worse?
um, actually, it's kind of the same concept.
It is low key, but these people, I would say rent a center, because it's like they're how can I say, they're feeding off people's livelihood. They know, like I say, obviously they know people, majority of people can't just flat out go buy a full living room set or full bedroom set. So
Right.
that's why they got people right there. And then, hey, why not, while you're in here, hey, browse our selection of shoes.
Pretty much. And it looks like they don't have a much selection anyway. So I guess if they get them in, but yeah, they see this got like little yellow signs around that says save up to $15 per and it looks like month. So yeah, they knew what they were doing. And then I actually did find a little YouTube video on this joint, like this is actually really a real thing. Like I'm gonna mute it because I don't know who channel this is, and I'm gonna start it over real quick. But this is actually it. Somebody actually did like a quick little 10-second video of this joint. I guess we can call it a short. So literally, I guess because this is on a TikTok, that's why. So this is actually something that went on TikTok. I don't know if it's staged or what, but it's got two. But it looks like it's just literally that's all they got in stock inventory wise. So again, this is whenever you came in, Dunks. I actually was pulling up Rent a Center's website. So and I wasn't even sharing my screen on that one, but I mean y'all get the gist. Let me share my screen on this real quick. So on Rent a Center, right? I just wanted to get like a good gist because Kwame asked the question like is everything like that? So I guess I could just pick a random thing on here. I don't want to really start an order, but I guess say like if you do need like a sofa or we'll say a living room set, you just move, right? I'm just gonna click on this. So pretty much you just gotta find a store. Like I'm not gonna click on this and I don't feel like putting all my info out in there and everything like that. But pretty much
You already went
I'm
on the
get
website. You're gonna start getting them junk emails now.
oh, I mean it is I can ignore 'em. I can ignore them for sure. So yeah, like this is like I guess if you just pick one because they don't have no prices on the website. It all varies by location too, and of course
Hmm.
they got promo codes on here and everything. But I've seen some people rent their whole things, and Rent a Center is just kind of one of those probably like one of the most known, but it's not the only one that's done something like this. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I'll tell you this. I actually did go into a rent a center, or I maybe not have been a rent a center. Maybe it was one of the furniture rental places for sure, though. I went in one time before, back before, I was really, knowing almost what I was doing, just looking, just looking at furniture and stuff. I made the mistake of leaving my number with them.
And how
So
they
yeah,
called you all the time or
yeah,
something?
yeah, yeah.
Oh
They said, "Hey,
wow,
man, we got this deal for you, man. You still interested? Come on down."
man,
One,
they
I was never
worse.
interested. I was just in there and gave you my number just because this was around the time when what was it? I think the Xbox One. Yeah, this was around the time the Xbox One came out, and they didn't have any in the store. So I was like, well, my option is I'm gonna try to go just buy one from them because I was thinking, like, okay, I didn't know how they work. I was thinking that they got them. You just go in there, buy them. Like $500, you go buy one. No, this motherfucker was like $1,500.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so like I say, me not knowing, I left my number with them. Just like I say, I was still on that thing like, oh, they gonna get some more in. I'll be able to come buy one for 500. No, that wasn't his intentions. His intentions were to give me come in there and buy a whole living room and bedroom set.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man. Like I literally had to block that number to stop them from calling. This dude was calling me like every other day, like, yo, man, hey, we just got some new stuff in, man. I knew you said you was interested. Like, not in your
They,
furniture.
you know what that means then, right? That means that person that keeps calling you, he gets a commission off
Oh
of
yeah, of
calling.
course. I ain't know how that shit worked.
Yeah,
It was just one of those things where I did get a taste of it, but I didn't go fully through with it because I'm sure those calls to get me to come get the stuff will be the same calls that the people are getting to, hey, where our money at?
yeah,
Because people get that stuff and they move. They don't, they go rent that stuff, they take off. They
yeah.
take it out of my check.
If they can get their hell, because not
Hey,
everybody always give you the right info.
people get smart. They get the stuff, they move, change bank accounts, all that stuff.
Yeah, I've seen that happen where the person literally, I had somebody's washer and dryer in my apartment a long time ago. Not here, like when I lived somewhere else, but pretty much, yeah. And they never came and got it. But the people at the leasing office, like, don't be surprised when they come and get it. So they should be coming getting it any day, and they never came and got it. And
So
I,
you stayed there and you moved out with it still there.
yeah, I should have took them
Well,
up with me.
that's probably one of those situations where they moved on their ass and did it, and then changed their bank account on them and didn't tell them shit. Well, I mean, because if they can't track the washer and dryer down, they haven't come to pick it up, and you live your full lease term there, then clearly it's a we come find me, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Let me hit the chat real quick. Let's see. Kwame says that happened to me on Goat, and they paid the difference and ordered another pair that was a little more money. Um,
I'll
yeah,
see.
I've heard of that where the person cancel or something happens. Yeah, I've actually I went down the rabbit hole of watching some videos today where I had a little bit of slight downtime. Pretty much what Goat is, and I think it's what Kwame is referring to. Say like the shoe doesn't authenticate or something's missing out of, like if you buy new, right? If you buy new, I think, right? If you buy new or do instant ship and they see that something's missing out of it, they will offer to, like, I think you get Go credit, or they will like offer to find you another shoe,
So
or they'll offer you a disc, or they'll ask if you still want the shoe and take a discount, like a percentage off of the sale.
so let's use this for example. So like the Travises, since you got one of the bandanas, that would be something missing.
Then that where what you would have to do on the goat website, you would get it like new, like, I guess, well, in your case you was put it on the used, but say you hadn't worn them yet but you was gonna flip them, you would say like new but with defects, and then in that defects you just put it under. They got a section for it, but hell, some people just don't put it in there. Or
Man, bro, I was on Goat, man. I can't remember what shoe was I looking at. What shoe was I looking at? I want to say it was maybe Black Toes. It was maybe the Black Toes.
Black Toe Jordan 1s.
Yeah, they had them on the new, man. Them motherfuckers like they were playing baseball in them. And one thing I hate, this is probably my
Oh,
big.
you talking about on eBay then, right?
No, this was Goat.
Well, if they had them like, if you see, only way you can see the pictures, oh, they had them under the new with defects joint.
They had them on the used, but in the
Oh,
description it said new.
oh God.
And
See, that's how they got me on those cause fours.
see, one of my biggest, I think this is probably my biggest pet peeve This is probably my bigger pet peeve than somebody trying to sell a UA as a real shoe. My my biggest pet peeve is when the shoe is at least 8.5, 9 out of 10. You get to the bottom and they got all that dirt and grime in the bottom. You know what I'm saying? That's probably one of my biggest pet peeves. Like you couldn't even like take the 2 minutes to get a toothpick or something and just pick all that stuff out of the sole.
Nope, because they just trying to make a quick. They hoping to make a quick sale because they trying. Usually with people like that, there's some people that I notice that like collect sneakers. And if you do this, I'm not taking shots at anybody where they get the shoe, rock. It could be the real deal Holyfield, rock the shoe, but like, all right, something new coming out in a couple weeks. I need the bread for that. I don't have my time for these. I'm gonna sell
Mm-hmm.
these used, clean them up. And a lot of people do forget the bottom. I will, and I'm not defending them, but the bottom is the last thing you think to clean. Is really annoying unless it's just like you're stumping around in mud all in your house.
But none of the Jordans have a sole that's difficult to clean. They're all pretty much like literally straight lines or curved straight lines that
Still that extra time. People aren't. Not everybody got that type of.
I mean, okay, look at this. If you were to go back and to sell your fragments, you were to go back to sell your fragments, and you knew that you were going to sell them for X amount of money, which is we know you can get a pretty penny for those shoes. I'm sure that you're gonna make sure all your T's are crossing, your I's are dotted. You know what I'm saying? You make
Yeah,
sure you get full price for full asking price. You know, you're gonna make sure. But is it like I say, it's I don't know, it's just like that's like the last part that's forgotten about when it's actually one of the most important parts, you know?
yeah. Somebody tried to get me the other day. I had we was negotiating. Homie was trying to be firm, like I was stupid. What he wanted, he was not. The thing is, he was telling them. I'm telling y'all a little side story, so definitely some more heat on the way. But what he wanted for him, like, what the hell? They don't go for this, and so I hit him with an offer, and then he hit me with like basically a little bit.
Part two.
Yeah, he hit me with a little bit less than what he offered. Once you put a tax on it, I'm like, that ain't no difference. So I replied back. I was like, yo, uh, the shoe is I had offered him like 10, I think like a 20 spot over what they were market value, right? And I said, homie, I replied back with like $10 more on top of it. I was like, homie, uh, what's your what's your purpose on this? Because I like the shoe just I've already offered above market. And then
Hmm.
he said, "Yeah, I know," but he said something slick, but I forgot which part because it didn't stand out. So I just left it stand there. I'm like, I'm not taking that. And then so pretty much he put in there. He said, "I know," but he said, "I've had these, and they're new. I could tell he never worn them." But he's like, "Man, I've had this shoe for X amount of like I ain't gonna say too much. Like he had them for a while, right?"
Just
I'm
say
like,
years. You can just say years. That don't. That's broad.
I want to say roughly 7 years if I'm doing the math right. The shoe was 7 years old. So he said, I had the shoe for 7 years. He said, I had the shoes for all these years and haven't never worn them, which he had all the accessories and everything. And I seen where he had a proof where he got them from. But it's like, yo, like, that ain't my problem that you know what I'm saying? He trying to sell me why he had his justification on why because I'm like, I don't care because of the dead stop. I mean,
It's
what
like
they
people put sentimental value on stuff. Like I'm not paying for your feelings. I'm paying for the product.
Right. So he tried to put that on me, and I'm like, all right, no. And then so like pretty much what I had ended up offering to begin with, he finally like came down like exactly you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't doing the math, but like I said, like homie, in my head, I'm like, well, obviously you don't want to sell them then, you
So
know?
I'm gonna take from a classic movie and ask you. So
Yeah.
you get
Oh, I definitely got him, most definitely.
them?
But
So if I got them, they'd be right here in front of you,
right,
right?
pretty much. But yeah, he cracked because he knew like I don't know how long he had him posted, but I mean like, dude, like obviously you obviously want something else. Come on, let me get them all about you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he trying to see whatever you got it. He trying to sell those to get ready for those Tiffany's.
He can have those, man. Dunk's asking about the Tiffany Air Force Ones, man. I know Sonny like crazy about them, and they not bad, but I can't. It ain't just the price, and I know we seen the little ad that Carmelo Anthony's rocking them as well, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't
You
know.
see LeBron in them too. You know.
I ain't. Like I said, they're okay. You know, like I don't know. Like
I mean, if it was up to me, if I could take any Air Force One shoe that's been collabed,
Off White.
obviously Off White is gonna be, that's not even like in the category because that's just a given. You know,
That's cheating, pretty
yeah,
much.
that's like shit. That's just a given. Uh, but I like the V Lone. I like the V Lone Air Forces.
I be forgetting about those
If
orange.
I,
Like I be forgetting
if
about them.
I could get my hands on those, that would be very nice. That would be very nice. And I would forget about any other collab minus Virgil.
Yeah, I mean,
You know.
they don't like Virgil counts, but it's in a lane of its own. So you gotta. It's like you don't put that
I'm
on.
not gonna lie. I'll even go back farther and take it. I'll take the Rockefellers.
I'll take those as well.
So
I actually could have had my hands on those, but at the time of how I felt about Rockefeller and all that, like man, I keep like it was a personal thing when I should have just
yeah.
got the shoe
Was
because
this during the whole Nas and Jay Z beef?
I got that. Then I honestly like I'll say it just like this: how you feel about Diddy is how I feel about Dame Dash. Point blank. Period. How you feel? That's the best way I can describe it. How you feel about
You mean how I feel about Diddy or how I feel about Khaled? Because I got two different opinions on both of those.
you can
Neither one
interchange.
is worse than the other.
Cool. We'll say Khaled then because he
Okay.
does more of a Khaled. But Diddy not. I'll say this: you can tell Diddy influenced Khaled.
You can say this. You can tell that they both don't know what they're doing.
Hey, we'll save it for Music Monday, man. We still gotta have a shout out to Music Mondays, man. But we definitely gotta have that Puffy, the P Diddy or Brother Love or whatever he goes by nowadays. We definitely
Oh
gotta
yeah,
have
he did change his name to
again.
something like that. That
Yeah, I'm
guy.
gonna just call him what we originally grew up on. Puff. I'm gonna call him Puff
I'm
Daddy.
calling Puff Daddy because you can't run from that name because you set Shine up, and you didn't want your any bad ties tied to you, so you changed your name from Puff Daddy to P Diddy.
Yeah, it went back to Puff though.
Yeah, after the smoke cleared for him.
Man, we're gonna touch on that on a later date, man. Let me touch the chat real quick. Let's see. Derek Dynasty in the building says, I wonder if they authenticate the shoes. I was wondering the same thing myself, and it's probably a no, but I don't know. It's just alleged. But if I had to guess, do you think they take the time to properly authenticate these sneakers, Mr. Dunks? Rent a center, that is.
Nah,
Okay,
not
exactly.
at all. Not a chance, man. Hell will be cold before you got a real shoe from them.
I mean, at that price, you would think.
I'll say this. Okay, since it seems like it's something that's just kicking off. For now, the shoes may be real.
Yeah, I mean, for Rent Center, it's going to be. I got an article I'm going to pull up in just a little bit, guys, where there's a plethora. I think I said what 6 different sites that shows. Rejuvenator did this article is where I found it. There's plenty of places where you can rent shoes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to click on a few of them because I just want to see what the heck could it be worse.
Shouts out to Not Tripping. He also did a video on that on shoe rental.
Yep, most definitely, man. Salutes to him. I watch his content. I watch everybody content, but yeah,
I'm Not Tripping. He just got a very distinct voice.
yeah, I like how he sounds for real. It's funny for real. It's
Yeah.
like wanna be monotone, but he also is like it's monotone slash I don't care.
But I'm gonna say one thing about Not Tripping though. He don't care. He be go after those people.
Most
He said,
definitely.
hey, I'm just presenting what was given to me.
That's why I always when we put stuff out there, I'm like, yo, I'm putting what's already out there.
You
So
know, the owner of Cookies and Cream actually sent him a letter threatening to sue him for defamation.
yeah, but I mean, I saw that. But my thing is this: you to sue somebody and take money too, and if the lawyer don't see that it's worth it, he ain't finna take it on like pro bono.
But
He
I don't
ain't
get how you can sue him for him just stating facts that's already out to the public.
Reality is he wouldn't have won anyway, allegedly, and I don't know, but in my opinion, I don't think he would have had a chance to win that. And two, fun fact is technically, in this great country of ours, you can sue anybody for anything, and you can file the paperwork if you want to. They can't stop you. The judge gonna throw it out 9 times out of 10. But you can take anybody to court for anything. There's small claims court. There's like literally courts for like just getting money. Then there's actual court where you could be in a, I guess, YSL situation. That's different.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can be brought to court for anything. There's nothing to say like you can't sue me for that. Like, yeah, I know I'm gonna lose, but I could just say like if I got something personal against you, I could just take you to court just because. But if they
Mm-hmm.
like Judge Judy and them, they're gonna kick us out, kick our asses out anyway. But really, some people do it just for the inconvenience
Yeah.
of cause for the other person. Sometimes, you know what I mean.
Whatever, man.
But usually 9 times out of 10, we all know it all boils down to monies. Um, Let me hit the chat real quick. Um, let's see. Mike Penguin says, "Can't be real. Someone who works there had to do this as a joke." That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, I borderline don't feel like this is. I mean, I get it, but I feel like I really hope, like, what I'm saying. I don't think it's actual legit thing, but I mean, we do have the pictures and stuff, but I haven't seen it on their website and stuff like that. But it could just be new and they haven't broken in yet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Mm-hmm.
with Mike Pango a little bit on that one. I can understand. Kwame says you could just save a month, Annie, buy it outright. I've definitely done that on expensive high purchase. That's what I pretty much do, man.
Yeah.
I try to hold, even if I do put it on my card, I make sure I have it all ready to kind of at least knock. If I don't have it to pay it all the way off, I got majority of it to pay of it off. You know what I'm saying? But
Gotcha. Yeah.
most likely save up first. It's like, oh, Jay don't never buy no sneakers. I do, but on the resale price, sometimes I gotta wait just to keep it 100. I'm human. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still penny pinching for my vapor mats.
Yeah, like the stuff you see me that I'm getting up now, know that I had already been in 2020. If y'all go back and watch my sneaker content in 2020, I didn't buy any sneakers for resale. I didn't buy anything. What do y'all think I was doing? I was just holding on until praying that the price don't go. I was penny pinching big time in 2020 because it really had caught me off the guard, and I was like, and I was upset too because I'm like, I'm used to always, you know even if I took a hell, I was like, man, I can work some out, but hell, the way that these people was going at it and stuff, it went from shoes being an extra like what, extra $100, couple $100. Other than the Yeezys, they were kind of up there, but like they started doing it with all the Jordans and Nikes. I'm like, man, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So
Well, I think
20,
a lot of that has to do with during the whole COVID thing, a lot of people lost their jobs, so that was kind of their way of kind of recouping themselves. If you get what I'm saying, they paid the 170 to 210 for the shoe, so to charge an extra 100 is kind of half is giving them half their money back.
that and the botting was
Mhm.
the hard part too. So the people,
Well, like I say, once again with COVID, people were able to sit at home for pretty much 2 years straight and learn how to work a computer and learn how to master um these things, and learn how to learn coding and learn botting and all that stuff, learn these trades. That's what I'm trying to say.
yeah, most definitely, most
They
definitely.
have nothing but time in their hands to sit at home and with these COVID relief checks and the time, they just dump that money and time into it, and be put $1,000, $2,000 into it, and come out with 20.
True, true. I'm here to chat some more. Man with the Kick says, Karma app way more fire. I don't think I've checked that out. Let's see. Kwame says, I heard that not bad deal at Manny. Okay, cool. We need to check out that. What's the Karma app? I ain't even heard that one.
I know
Mike,
what Karma Loop is.
Karma Loop. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of, but I don't think it's something different. But that's
Showing our age.
that's instantly where my head was. I'm thinking like, oh yeah, I remember that back in the day, But I mean, yeah, I don't think that's where they at. But let's see. Mike Pango says renting shoes is a lot worse in my opinion. That's wild. Imagine if someone found out you were renting shoes. I mean, how they gonna know though? And my thing is this is like honestly, I guess after a year, hell, you gonna own them anyway for like triple the price.
Yeah, I'm paying for them. They are mine.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Some people, hell yeah. But I get where you're going at with that, Mike Pango. Manny says, still in deals only 2023, Kwame. Salutes. Kwame says a lot of places do payment plans on furniture, even Macy's and uh, Bosco, which I'm familiar with Macy's. I mean, yeah, a lot of people do, but it's like, which I have. I think the place before the furniture I have now, the furniture I have now, I bought out outright. But the furniture beforehand, I had did like a payment plan with a Value City. I don't know if y'all are familiar with that. It was on my credit. It's paid off now, and this and the third, and closed out on my credit card. Not my credit card, but my actual like I did a credit line through them, and it hit my credit card. I didn't even know it was that deep. But yeah, you can definitely do it. Um, but I always looked at it as me just buying it. But they probably ain't no probably. They most likely whatever they selling it for is not what they got it for. They wouldn't make any money.
No,
So
exactly.
never forget it. And the guy that was there when he was selling, he's like, uh, he looked back. He was putting in all the stuff in the system. He's like, it's a couch. It's a good couch. Like like he just make it seem like he was making me feel like I was getting over on them. When reality is they was most likely probably getting
Yeah,
over on me.
sure. That whole set you bought was probably no more than $700.
Yeah, I
And
think I paid. Yeah, I
real money,
definitely.
not in rent center dollars.
Nah, it wasn't even renting $100. This was Value City. I'm not for sure.
Oh, Value City dollars.
I never did nothing like that again. Now, honestly, especially if I'm going to replace this furniture, probably within the next couple of years, I said, you know what? I'm gonna save up, and then I'll go off my budget from there, bro. Like, let me just get this and get the hell up out of here.
Yeah. What's funny? I got a story too. A friend of mine, his older brother or his cousin, something like that. I can't remember. But he had rented furniture, but he was up there with it. He had like a 5 grand, 6 grand
Oh wow,
set. Yeah,
I didn't
like
know it go that deep.
yeah, like yeah, he had one of those type sets. Him and his girl got into it. Boom, broke the table. Uh, she what she do? She like knocked the legs off the table, or she like broke it in half, something like that. Um, the glass table, she shattered the glass. Um, TV, boom, right through the middle of the TV, punched it. The couch, I can't remember what she did to it. I think she like ripped that shit up, you know. But it's safe to say that the furniture was unusable, and he was still paying on it at the time.
Oh
So
wow, oh fucking wow,
I'm
bro.
not gonna say it was 5 grand, but it was a couple G's for sure. It wasn't no light money. I can tell you that for a fact.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Let me hit the chat
be
some
careful,
more.
man. Be careful. Choose wisely.
I mean, y'all see why I'm like, oh yeah, man. I just take your time,
And
man.
and then and the kicker about the part is she said I'm not paying for none of it.
Wow, it sounds like it too. I'm wow.
I mean, because you got to think, yeah, technically, if the cops are called out, then obviously they're gonna make her pay. But rent a center, they're not looking for her; they're looking for you.
Yeah, and I don't know if the cops would even get involved. As long they're gonna look and see who they can rule as the aggressor, and that person going to jail.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's both. Like if you look at Bow Wow's situation, him and his girl both went to got locked up because they couldn't tell who was what because it looked like she had beat the hell out of him.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, not like the Chris Brown situation, but not to take that straight bullet at Chris Brown. Shout out to Chris Breezy, man. I rock with him. Definitely love his music. Let me hit the chat. Um, Kwame says, I already feel guilty buying more shoes. I can't put them on a credit. I'm putting them on credit too. Yeah, I mean some people do, but just as long as you pay it. I already feel guilty buying more shoes. I can't be putting them on credit too. That exactly. I get what he's saying. He can't be putting them on credit. Yeah,
Yeah.
like not on that level. You know what I'm saying? Holy shit. You know what I'm saying?
And hopefully you're not maxing out your credit card on shoes. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, but he's saying like
I
basic
know.
going
I'm
off.
just saying. I know there's people out there that does do that, but that's just crazy to me to max out your card for some shoes. You know, I mean, not to, you know what I'm trying to say. You know,
To each your own.
yeah. You know. Oh, also, I don't know if this had ever come into play, but I had seen it at one point. It was actually stores here that I saw them doing it, to where you could sign up monthly for gas.
I didn't know that was a thing. I never heard of
Yeah,
that.
I guess you pay a monthly subscription and you get like a certain uh I don't know, you get a certain amount of fill ups that month, or they take like 10-15 cents off your total, per month. But it was something like that. But yeah, you could join this gas club, and you got either I can't remember, the fill ups at a discount. Either way, it's kind of working out. You get the fill ups at a discounted rate, or they knock some of the thing off. It kind of ties together because
Wow,
yeah,
learn something
but
new.
yeah, you could actually pay a monthly gas subscription.
Wow. To be honest, now that you brought that up, I know it's a little off mode. I feel like, and I was watching somebody else's live the other night, and they brought this up to my attention. They wasn't speaking to me, but just in general, it seems like slowly that's where this whole entire country is headed. Where we're gonna about to slowly have everything up on a subscription base. You know what I'm saying?
Everything's gonna be based upon credit.
Yeah, pretty much off subscription base because we're saying like think about it. If you have like a Spotify, you like listen to the music but you don't own it, you know what I'm saying? You can download it, but can you really like download it physically? Like me and Dunks, we come from the era where, and I'll speak for myself, we used to pirate, you know what I'm saying, that stuff. I got everything downloaded for free. Um, when Morpheus and all that was around. But anyway, long story
Morpheus,
short, yeah, I mean, you remember whenever we made stuff and put it on the physical CDs, but
oh, yeah.
I say all that to say, like, everything now seems like you don't get, like, there's no more ownership, slowly but surely, so I don't
I
know.
feel like the world is just coming to the whole convenient aspect of things. Like, is you gotta think it's easier. It's easier for me to sit right here on my live and fucking order groceries while I'm fucking, than
Yeah,
to actually have to physically get up, get in the car, go to the store and look for these things. When I can pay at most $15 more than what the store's charging to have somebody pick it up for me, drop it off at my doorstep. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, all
And
that
from that
stuff.
aspect, that's
Me,
what that's
me
why I have.
personally, yeah, that's why I don't do the whole Uber Eats and all that. Because once I see the like delivery fee and extra stuff, I'm like, bro, I always be like, yo,
Well, no, because now, no, you don't have to. You don't have to pay the delivery fee because guess what? They give you an option to sign up monthly to where you can
I
get
love it. There's a subscription base.
get the delivery fee erased.
Yeah, but see, that's my thing is the reason I won't sign up for that because I'm like, I don't use it that like I've used Uber Eats and all them like probably a total of like 6 times my entire like and honestly when I use them it's because I literally can't get in my car. Like I'll say worst case scenario, if I'm at like the
Like
like
when you
when
were
I
sick that time.
yeah, if I'm sick, but actually I got in my car and drove, but um I that's the time where I should have used it to keep it 100. I just didn't do it. But and I think I had thought about it, but once I looked at that price, I'm like, bro, fuck, that's right up the street. And the wait time too, because I was just miserable. So I was like, why not do this all myself? It hurt though. But I'll say like when I'm at like
I don't know. I'm on the other end of it. I'm a heavy user. I I, I use Uber Eats any chance I get.
I can't, bro. I just
I'll
can't.
I, I'll never. I'll pay the $10 extra. That's the convenience of it.
See, they got you, bro. But
But the
see,
thing is, they have improved because back in the day, they used to straight up eat your food, or you just didn't get it at all.
that happened to me one time.
That used to happen back in the day a lot. That actually, funny story. I ordered some. I ordered something from off of DoorDash, one of those sites. Very good food. It was I don't know if you guys have it out there like that, but it was short rib fried rice. Very good. Um, but I ordered that, and so everything cool. My payment went through. The order went to the restaurant. Um, the driver picked it up, getting
My
ready to
bad.
bring it to me. So okay, everything was cool up until that getting ready for him to drop it off.
What
I get the
happened?
notification. That's what I'm saying. I get the notification that it was dropped off. So I go check outside my door. Where's the food at? I text the guy. I was like, "Hey, where my food at?" He say, "No, I don't. I think after they drop it off, it's not really much communication." But anyway, so yeah, I text them. I say, "Hey, where's my food at?" And they say, "Yeah, I dropped it off." So where? They sent me the picture, and it was like it was completely. I was like, that's not even. I don't even know where this at. Like this is
Oh
nowhere
wow.
near my house, near my unit, my complex. So I just go out and I start, walking. I just look at the picture more, and I'm like, I know that area. So I go out, leave like out of my, my unit, go walk around the complex. This motherfucker literally left my food on the ground at the front gate.
Oh wow.
At the front gate. He didn't even bring it to my house. So I was like, I don't know what the like. It's just sitting out here in the open. I don't know who's fucking probably touched it by now. I don't know what he probably did to it. So I got my money back, and I just left the food there. I don't know. Maybe some homeless cat ate it. I don't know, but hey, whatever. Hope you enjoyed
Wow.
your dinner.
Wow. Let me
Yes.
hit the let me hit the chat real quick. We got Enter in the building says, I don't know if I'd rent shoes. If something were to happen to him, wouldn't I then have to pay for the shoe I never owned? I mean, it's basically like putting it on a credit card, but like way higher interest to be because eventually they do want you to pay it off from what I'm getting, right?
Hmm.
Ad minus TV says renting shoes is crazy. I completely agree. Kwame says I'm passing on those Air Force Ones, not even trying to sell them. The Tiffany joints, I'm assuming that's what you're referring to, Kwame. Lex says Tiffany and Nike could have came harder with those. I agree as
I
well.
agree too.
That's what I'm saying. Dunks had asked me about these earlier, bro, and I'm like, man, they okay, but it's like Dunks like, is the price? I'm like, well, it's not just the price, but it's like, I mean, for that price, like hell, you and we can almost customize this joint. You know what I mean?
I
Ourselves.
mean, low key, all they did was, and it seems like what they did was kind of took a page out of I'm on my years book. How they did the suede Air Force Ones.
Oh yeah,
It seems like they use the same material. They just put like that
that teal
baby
Nike
blue
check.
or your teal Tiffany blue Nike check on it, which honestly you can do yourself. You know, just
Basically,
get
like
that little.
I don't want us to sound like we hating, but I mean, it's just I just we're trying to say nicely. We're not as impressed.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the only thing that really stands out to me that make it seem like it's not just some standard Air Force One is that they got the little Tiffany thing on the back of the heel.
Yeah, that's it. But I
I
mean,
guess it's supposed to be like a silver mint. I'm assuming.
I guess. Let me in the chat. Mike Pango says, harder in what way? Manny with a kick says, bad boy forever combo. Frankie Bang Bang says, yo ho boys. What up?
Find some hoes or
Nah, he's yo ho boys. I don't know. I think he's just saying yo ho, like yo
okay.
ho. How I read it and how he probably
It's the
typed it.
same, man.
Nah, he ain't calling us.
I know.
He said yo ho because he got the shades and the piece joints. So we cool. We good, Frankie. Lex says, as far as the design wise, seems rather overwhelming, but also just in my opinion. Manny with the kick says, I need those Air Force One Terra squads. Okay, the Fat Joe joints. Um, I don't. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Mike Pango
The
says,
first and the second versions,
I'm thinking he's thinking the more current ones, the second version.
the Panda ones.
Manny, elaborate. Mike Pango says, if you ever go into a Tiffany store, you will realize that is exactly what they would do. Simplicity is their MO. Okay. So Tiffany in general keeps it very simple, but they mark up the price crazily. I mean, something that's very common in this country.
Isn't that fashion anyway? It's very simple,
Yeah.
but that's why you see all these top brands only have like a single logo or a single name. Because hey, all you need is to get the point across.
Yeah, true, true. Let's see. Lex says, I'll agree with the simplicity of Tiffany as a brand. Mike says, I don't know. I feel like they could have executed the design to be more accurate, which while also maintaining the essence of their brand. I mean, yeah, they could have put a little bit more detail in it, is what they're trying to say. Manny with a kick says, "Damn, homie in debt for a while, dunks for the 5,000 joint." Mike Pango says, "At Lex says agree, but if you really think about it, Tiffany probably think they are doing Nike a favor by doing this, and absolutely no way they think the benefits them." Okay. And Scott in the building says the only way you can justify renting to own shoes is if it's a rare and hype sneaker that costs over 1,000, not a GR. True, I guess if you really just feel like you just need it, you know what I'm saying. But again, I think Renter Center's long goal is want you to pay that mug off for the longer you keep it, the more money they make, basically.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be surprised they had an option where you can take that joint back, swap it out. You pay, they tack on like roll over the interest on it and
Yeah,
put
probably
you.
so.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know because I never done it. Man with the Kick says you should you should. It wasn't a little bow wow challenge, just playing. Okay. Man with the Kick says zero delivery fee, fuck them. The sneaker dummy says I need them but no accessories with sneakers releases, shaking my head. Frankie Bang Bang says that's how I say what's up. Yeah, like I said, that's how I
I
figured.
know, I know.
Dunks Dunks dry humor on that one, but I got it because me and Dunks has been a while. Me and Dunks known each other since middle school, and when I say middle school, like the very beginning of middle school. So it's like it's one of those like I I know what Dunks he could hit me with any angle, pause, but like he can switch up his demeanor and yeah, I Dunks. What I mean to say is Dunks can switch up his demeanor, and I'm gonna still catch on within like a matter of seconds. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. So yeah, give you. I'll say just you Dunks. You gotta warm up to him sometimes, man, Frankie. Um, let's see. Enter says, "What's the whole minimalism thing with Tiffany? Ain't it? Yeah, I think that's what everybody's trying to say. Tiffany apparently just is a minimalist like brand where like they just keep it simple with most basic things, but again marked up. Manny with a kick says 500 at retail for Air Force One. Nah, pass. Also Jordan One wings. Yeah, because it's like 400 for them joints. Yeah, so I get it for Air Force One. I mean, this ain't the first time we've seen something like this. What's the other joints? The Shravaskis, they marked those up too, but they was like what?
Yeah.
They was 350 though. They was like 350. Hyper Striker says it's all about hype. That's a fact. Man of the Kick says the panda joint. Okay. S
Yeah,
Scott
that's what I
says
thought. Yeah.
okay. S Scott says botters coming out from them gutters for the Tiffany Air Force Ones. Most definitely, they definitely is. They're gonna come out of nowhere. Frankie says they say that tab on the back is actually silver. Okay, I believe you, but I'm saying I
I
know
mean,
it's not you, but I'm saying that's what they're saying. Like
I
how
mean,
how much point percentage though?
saying and how expensive is silver really?
I know because I thought gold was the one that held the top value.
Oh, now we all know gold is getting old.
I mean, I still, hey man,
No, young
I
buck,
love my,
young
I
buck.
love the old school. You know what I was thinking about, and all I could think was one of your family members, and you know which one I'm talking about. I think about the herringbone joint, classic.
Oh yeah, come on now.
I was like that. Honestly, I may need to see if I
They
can
still
find.
got it to this day.
I want one though. For real, them
Oh
joints,
yeah,
they bad though.
yeah.
Y'all herringbone, we speaking our age right now, man. It's a gold necklace, like it's just
That's
you.
the Joe Boy necklace, herringbones.
Yeah, it's an
Ooh.
old school joint, man. A herringbone joint. But yeah, let's see.
Cubans are like the modern
There's a yeah.
herringbone.
This is the updated version of the
Yeah,
herringbone, basically, in so many words. Um, let's see. Hypershark says 400 Tiffany Air Force Ones. You can buy two sneakers. That's a fact. With that money, Kwame says 400 into hype territory. I'd buy another off white dunk or the Union Force. Exactly. You might as well just go ahead and put it on like the Union Force. Put it on some. I just feel like this. Like instead of paying that for retail, I just go ahead and throw an extra 150 or 200 on something that I took an L on because it was just too hype. Frankie says the brand Tiffany is a markup. Exactly. That's exactly what I figured, man. So one thing real quick, I want to share my screen back to the topic where I found on Rejuvenator because we're gonna be on this joint for like another 5 minutes. So I'm gonna do this one like really, really quickly because we've been on this joint hour 24 minutes. I know Dun's kind of showed up late, but let me share the screen real quick. Boom, right here. This is shoe rentals that are here to stay from Rejuvenator. It says look through the 6 online shoe rental companies and how they score the hottest sneaker releases this year. And this is from 2021. And this is what I was telling you guys earlier. In today's market, there are times we can't afford to drop $1,000 on the latest heel, sneaker, boot. Join me in exploring a rental company. Okay, so Kicks World is one. A lot of these I've never heard of. I think one of them I've heard of was Tees. This is one I heard. So Tees is apparently one that does one. This one is called SL WAP Style Land. So this is not old because this article is from 2021. So this is kind of one of those. I feel like they put this out there whenever people was struggling to get sneakers in 2020 because of all the botting. Vintage Lux, Loan My Style. I gotta. Is this one okay? Cool. This is I gotta click on this one because this has got an interesting name. It's still up. And keep in mind, this is from 2021, so this page is still up. And they have the callets apparently. Do I really want to rent the callets? So pretty much they got it broke down right here. It says, find a fair or a few you missed out on. New additions are added daily. Enjoy like yours. Take care of it too. Return, use provided materials to send back. You're building the rep, so you not expensive you're building your rep, so why not expense somewhere? Wow. They got a little basically motto where it's making it seem like, hey, yeah, this is really it. So I guess they got a digital experience and they got a physical experience. I'm very curious. Okay, I'm not about to log in, skip the wait, and become an owner. Wow. So I guess like you have to log in if you don't. So I guess this is for people who's probably had it in the past. I was gonna see what kind of shoes they had on here, but I look like if you just literally go back, so they got all types of different things. Owners, renter protection. So they want people to buy in this thing too. Oh, you know what this? Authenticate and interact. Wow. So you know what this is? It's probably for the resellers who want to keep their shoes but rent their stuff out. Maybe is what I'm getting out of this.
So it's like a partnership.
Yeah, it says earn money as loan my soul owner, $2,318 per month. Wow. So I guess if you get into it as one of the people, wow, look at that. Got some stuff you can just add the card off rip. So this was actually they have bread. What this is the bread 17s. Okay, cool. I think that's the ones I had. Or do I had a 15s? I can't remember. I think a 15s. So yeah, they got current stuff on here. So they definitely are still doing this. Who's really going to the site and renting shoes? I'm trying to figure out. And who's going to rent some Dub Zeros Varsity Red in 2022?
I mean, somebody.
I got the Cali here.
Take those fucking homage to homes off, man. They piss me off.
Oh, look what they have. The Lost and Founds on here. How did I not know, man? Yeah, they got
Everybody's pretty much got them. Why would you need to rent them?
That's how we feel, but there's obviously there's got to be a mark from this is from Lomas. You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna revisit. I'm gonna just snap at all these websites real quick. This is on Rejuvenator, so I guess this was got to be. This is the newest sneaker rental game. It says select your pair of shoes, choose your subscription plan. Wow, they want a monthly. They let you know choose your subscription plan. Rock your kicks for as long as you want. Swap out and repeat. So they're trying to I guess is this like a business? So okay, cool. Oh, unavailable. So keep in mind this article is from 2021. So Kicks World is either changed domain or they're under a different name or they're not in business anymore. Allegedly, I don't know. This one is called Teens. Let me see what they talking about over here because this one says something went wrong. This is Teens. Teens is still up here, so it's pretty much select, rock, decide, repeat. So basically, this one is damn near like rental, and they have some of the newest things. Look like they have some 350s. I wonder how much these go for. I'm gonna click on this. Okay, cool. Wow, you can actually. This one is wow. So you can choose your size. How many days you want it? 4 8 days. Wow. So you can have this shoe up to 4 8 days. I'm gonna click on 4 days. I'm just curious. And then trial. So $75 pretty much. Or purchase.
Trial?
Yeah, this is trial. The retail price is $220. This one, at least this one's got a little bit more information out there. So say I'm a size 10. I'm gonna actually do it like in my size. Can I go back, select options? Okay, cool. Actually, yeah. I'll
See
do
what the 7 would be after this, just for shits and giggles.
7.
Just
Okay.
after you order for shits and giggles, just to see.
All right. I'm gonna click on if I do a size. Okay, so I don't got no 10, so I'm gonna do the 7 because I wanted to click on 10, but I wanted to. So I'm clicking on 7. So I guess the size that are grayed out is the ones that are technically rent it out. So 7 is available. We'll do 8 days. Say you want to, you want to floss for a strong 2 weeks. Um, $85, and then pretty much, I guess total purchase is $375. So I
So about
guess to rent
four
it for
fifty.
8 days, you can rent these for 8 days for $85, or you can buy them from them for $375.
It's not bad.
I about to say you might as well just buy the fucking joint then.
I mean, if I'm gonna give you $100 to wear them for 2 weeks, might as well just give you the extra 200 to own them forever.
Yeah, so this one is a little bit more better. They have their stuff that's what's in stock. Ooh, they have the chunky dunkies. Let me see what. Okay, don't have all of these are graded out, so it don't even matter. So they're not even available. So that's another thing too. This this one is cool, but it sucks because like if it's a shoe you really want, you got to damn near be early. You know what I'm saying? Because apparently ours
Apparently, this is probably the more used one. You know, it seems more reasonable.
are people just bought this joint, or they just paid it, kept paying until they paid that joint off. You know what I'm saying? But
See, I know those unions probably not available either. But
oh hell no, because everything I'm clicking on that's super hype wise, they're not like, you know what I'm saying? It's all
we'll
graded
just,
out.
we'll just click on the patent breads just for just for shits.
Where they at? Let me see. Patent
Scroll back
bread.
up.
Scroll. Okay, these right here.
No, no, they had the patent bread ones.
Let me look.
I I don't think that one will be sold out.
Let me look. I want to. I know these unions are gonna be sold out. Why
Right
does
here.
everybody have the home? They have the home to homage. I didn't know that was such a hype sneaker.
Yeah, man, I love that shoe, man.
Okay, cool. I see why you said take it off there. I was like, I didn't know this was like a big deal, man.
Yeah, remember how I told you that I was working on a deal with them and that motherfucker sold them on me.
Somebody else came and threw a little extra bread on that joint.
Yeah, man.
So this is just a bread 113 from 2013, 7Y. If you do 8 days, can we get a price? They don't even have a price on this one. So that mean, there we go. I guess I had to click on it. So $97 for 4 days, or you can purchase for $541.
Gee,
Yeah, so yeah, they ain't they definitely in this the market
man,
to try to make some bread.
eBay got breads floating around for days. Why the fuck, you know?
Let's see what this one is with SWAP. I gotta see what this one is real quick. I'm just going through, see if these are still available. Yes, apparently. Oh, this one says just tells you how it works and you gotta request an invitation. I ain't gonna go all it ain't that deep, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Style Land was another one. We already looked at Loan My Soul. So I'm gonna see what comes up on this one. Let's see. Apparently it's low. Okay, this is more for the ladies right here. So I ain't gonna really no need to dive too deep into that because they got heels and everything. They may have shoes on there. And then the other one is called Vintage Lux. So let's see what they talking about. Era, they're not there anymore. So probably I would say looks like if there's six pages we just went through, at least three of them are not active anymore. I don't know if they moved or changed or merged or what. No need to go that deep into it, but yeah. So y'all get the gist. So apparently this is not necessarily what we would call a new. It's new, but it's not like it's been around since 2021. But it's still, I guess, new. I don't think that will become the norm because if it didn't, I don't know how these other companies are really doing. But I would say, like, I would assume it's one of those don't quit your day job type of hustles, you know. Let me hit the chat real quick. Um, let's see. Where did I leave off? Where did I leave off? Let's see. We got um Manny with the kick says 2% silver. That's where I left off. Mike Pingle says put this away. I'm not trying to defend Tiffany, but 400 is not crazy. What do you think the LV and Dior prices would have been? True. I mean, they're on a different. I mean, yeah, I get it, but I feel like well, Dior was very simplistic, if you
But
ask me.
also, Tiffany isn't Dior or Louis Vuitton. I
Yeah,
mean, they're obviously they're a luxury brand, but they're not.
but I get what Mike Pingo's saying
Yeah,
is like
yeah.
basically because I mean Dior is a very simplistic design as well. I mean, all they did was kind of put their logo on the bottom, white and gray, and then they put inside the Nike check they put their Dior logo. Not hating, but I'm just saying like I mean
God, man, those fakes are so ugly when they do that.
yeah, because you can't. That's hard to duplicate.
Yeah, those Dior fakes are so hideous, man.
Yeah.
It
So
don't barely look like it even says Dior.
right. So let me hit the chat. Hyper Striker says Tiffany Nike Air Force One look basic, a fact. No Hype 85 says, Yo, was goody. I'm able to catch the stream today because I left work early due to snow. Okay.
Yo, where you at? No hype, because it was snowing a bit here today.
Make it home safe too, homie.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
oh yeah.
hopefully made it home safe. Kwame says, I think the Dior were something wild like 2K. Yeah, they were 2K retail and then resale went up. I seen lowest I seen was 6. I've seen it up to 10, and I seen it fall between that 8. Is right now. Last time I looked, is between that 8 and 6K mark, which is no, not for me. Um, a sneaker dummy says Melo rocking them Tiffany's with a suit showing the versatility from when LeBron showcased them. I mean, true, yeah. I guess that's his point of view on it. Manny with a kick says back striker 85 salute from Manny. Mike Pango says luxury brands equal luxury price. That is a fact. That's a fact. I just never, I guess I never looked at Tiffany like that big of a luxury brand, but apparently it is. Just like Swarovski's, it's a luxury brand. Whether I don't think because I've shopped, I don't even think I've shopped at Tiffany before or Swarovski. So you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But but they obviously got they know.
Doesn't Ja Morant, his new shoes got Swarovski crystals in them?
I
Yeah,
ain't even look. I've seen it floating around. I hadn't even took the time to look at his yet.
yeah, he got Swarovski crystals in his Nike check.
Okay. Hybrid
The ones
night.
that had the sneaker pass just recently.
I'm gonna have to look. I still didn't pay no attention because I just wasn't checking for no John Laurent. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But let me hit the chat.
Mr.
Let's
Good in Mr. He good in L.A.
I guess he bought that life, bro.
Lost to every Western team. Come on.
Hybrid Striker says Tiffany Nike Air Force One boots. Bots may have it. Okay, got you. Man with the kick says how much they charging for the lost and founds? 5K. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, you ain't finna. At this point, for this hell, if people was to just glance at it, but see, people most likely look at that smaller number first and just go there and don't think any deeper into it. Like we're thinking like long term. I think we just can't help but I guess because we ain't even thinking about renting no shoe. We thinking like if we get it, it's staying with us. It's not going back. Unless we sell it on our own. The sneaker dummy says renting shoes for sneaker battles. I mean, that still won't be worth it to me. But I mean, basically, at 4 or 8 days, Man of the Kick says, and still lose dummy. Yeah, they'll still lose if they still lose the battle. Enter says, hey, gonna be hopping off in a sec. Thanks for the show. Had a great night, y'all. Appreciate that intro. We're hopping off too, man. We've been on the joint for an hour and 38 minutes. I'm gonna read the last few comments, and we are going to close things out for the night. Salutes to Dunks for making it through.
Oh yeah, of course.
After coming to get in the bag. Scott says, are there new or used? Because if everyone getting a new shoe, some is getting a fraud. Oh, they're definitely gonna be used because people are gonna be they got them in a cycle, so they're gonna be used. And they ain't even put that on the site. They just you gonna have a shoe. I guess hopefully pray that the person take care of them that had them before you. Um,
They got Rejuvenator in the back to clean them up.
I need. I'm gonna get some Rejuvenator. I
Me
want to
too.
check it
Me
out.
too. Me too.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna get
actually.
some.
I was actually gonna get a pack too.
I tried the Crep Protect stuff a long time ago, but the next one I'm gonna try Rejuvenator.
You gonna get the full like was it? I think it's the presidential pack that comes with the.
I ain't even looked that deep into it, but I don't want to go that far. I think I just need a nice little basic joint.
Oh no, because the presidential one it comes with like some shoe trees for you for the washing. When you and it comes with the laundry bag and like the brushes and all
I'm gonna
that.
keep it 100. Even if they stuff work, I'm not putting my shoes in the washer, bro.
Not even with the shoe tree in it.
Nope.
No. Okay.
I'm scared. I'm scared. Not to take shots at them, but I'm just scared. Um, yeah. Let's see. No hype says Portland, Oregon. Okay, so that's where
That's
he's at.
that's where we're getting that snow from, huh?
Okay, cool. So that's where he's at. No hype says I just won a kit on another stream. Stuff is fire. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna definitely look into it.
Yeah.
I don't need nothing that in depth too. What I was trying to say, like I don't need the washing machine joint. My shoes don't get. I just need something to, a quick little clean up. Like the old school way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Mike Pango says Tiffany is to women what Rolex is to men. It's kind of an older woman brand like Chanel. Okay, cool, got you. Cool. So we've been on a joint hour and 40 minutes coming up, man. Y'all smash the like button, sub up to the channel if you haven't done so already, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through tonight on this topic, showing love. Smash the like button if you like sneaker content. We will be back again on Saturday with another Sold Out Live. Of course, Monday with Music Mondays for sure, man. Appreciate everybody for showing love. I'm Jeremy Jones, and I make content about sneakers, occasional try-on hauls, and of course, Music Monday. And I'm gonna let Dunks take us out, man, for the night.
Yo, man. Thanks everybody for joining us today, man. This was a good topic. We talked about this shoe rental stuff is crazy, man. But hey, that's what we're coming to. Like you said, everything is coming full circle, subscription based. There's nothing you can do about it. Just hey, ride that wave until it's probably over, if it ever is over. But yeah, still crazy to think of that. These are the times we got to come to when you think of something as basic as shoes, something that everybody needs, has become almost like a hot commodity.
Most definitely,
It's
man.
crazy. It's a crazy hustle, but I mean, can't be a hustle if they didn't get somebody. You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
So yeah, just with that, hey, just don't go rent no shoes, man. Just buy them, or if you can't afford them, save them and get them. Don't go, don't play around with the devil like that.
Yeah, save up and be patient, man.
So yeah, with that being said, yeah, man. I'm Dav Dunks. Appreciate you guys for joining us. Let's say work hard, but hey, I made it, better late than never. And hey, yeah, like Polo said, we'll be back Saturday, man. Hope you guys join us.
All right, man. We're officially out, man. Peace.
Peace.
Where's Da Vinci?
I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work is gonna come with a fee. Wanna work is gonna come with defeat. The individual that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, with the gang, we can't stop. Oh no, let me talk. You a lame, you a
I'm with a daddy on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the low like a baseline. Moving me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and then slap at the same time.
I'm with the gang, I'm with my slimes, yeah. Don't waste my time without the crime. I'm in my prime. Don't cross the line, cause that's a crime. You can't mess with mine. I stick to the grind, the flow is divine, and that's why I shine. Yeah. Got the code, it don't matter, my diamonds on froze. I just hang up my clothes, I don't fold. Yeah, he paid for the price, then he rose. Don't you act like you really forgot. Like the baby, I came with a box. Why you rappers be living a lie? Tryna be somebody that you not. I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work is gonna come with a fee. Wanna work is gonna come with defeat. The individual that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, with the gang, we can't stop. Oh no, let me talk. You a lame, you a
I'm with a daddy on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the low like a baseline. Moving me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and then slap at the same time. I'm in the sky, I'm talking to God, we catching the vibe. I caught a flight and I realigned with all of my guys, yeah. I'm with a dime, half of the time she can't make her mind, yeah. I wasn't trying, I messed around and I made her mine, yeah. Yeah, we running it up like a slope. Bought the chain and it came with the stones. Going crazy, we doing the most. In Miami, we stay on the coast. Ain't doing no bragging or boasting. I bought a biz, I ain't posted. I be rapping and getting them notes in. I'm going pop like I'm toasted.
I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work is gonna come with a fee. Wanna work is gonna come with defeat. The individual that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, with the gang, we can't stop. Oh no, let me talk. You a lame, you a
I'm with a daddy on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the low like a baseline. Moving me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and then slap at the same time.
sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work is gon' come with a fee. Wanna work is gon' come with defeat. Then the Vinci that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, we the gang, we can't stop. Oh no, let me talk. You a lame, you a all.
I'm with a baddie on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the low like a baseline. You hit me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and they slap at the same time.
I'm with the gang, I'm with my slimes, yeah. Don't waste my time without the crime. I'm in my prime. Don't cross the line, cause that's a crime. You can't mess with mine. I stick to the grind, the flow is divine, and that's why I shine. Yeah. Got the code, it don't matter, my diamonds on froze. I just hang up my clothes, I don't fold. Yeah, he paid for the price, then he rose. Don't you act like you really forgot. Like the baby, I came with a box. Why you rappers be living a lie? Tryna be somebody that you not. I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work is gon' come with a fee. Wanna work is gon' come with defeat. Then the Vinci that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, we the gang, we can't stop. Oh no, let me talk. You a lame, you a all.
I'm with a baddie on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the low like a baseline. You hit me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and they slap at the same time. Sky, I'm talking to God, we catching them vibe. I caught a flight and I realigned with all of my guys, yeah. I'm with a dime, half of the time she can't make her mind, yeah. I wasn't trying, I messed around and I made her mine, yeah. Yeah, we running it up like a slope. Bought the chain and it came with the stones. Going crazy, we doing the most. In Miami, we stay on the coast. Ain't doing no bragging or boasting. I bought a biz, I ain't posted. I be rapping and getting them notes in. I'm going pop like I'm toasted.
I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work is gon' come with a fee. Wanna work is gon' come with defeat. Then the Vinci that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, we the gang, we can't stop. Oh no, let me talk. You a lame, you a all.